Hey guys, it's your girl, Crazy Positive, back with another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because today, we're talking about something super important. The real differences between boy cats and girl cats. I know what you're thinking. Isn't it just like one has a fluffy butt and the other doesn't? Wrong. We're talking physical differences, personality quirks, weird bathroom habits, the whole 9 yards. So buckle up, grab your feline friend, or your imaginary one, I don't judge, and get ready to learn something new. First up, let's talk about the obvious, the physical stuff. When it comes to cats, there are some telltale signs that can help you determine if your feline friend is a boy or a girl. Now, I'm not saying all boy cats are built like Dwayne "The Rock" Meowsic, but male cats generally have a more robust and muscular build. They often have broader shoulders and a more pronounced chest. They tend to be bigger and more muscular than their female counterparts. This isn't just a slight difference. It's usually quite noticeable, especially when you see them side by side. Think of it like this. If you've got a cat that looks like it could eat your face and then steal your man, it's probably a dude. Male cats often have a more intimidating presence. Girl cats, on the other hand, are usually smaller and more agile. They have a more delicate and slender frame, making them look more graceful. They're like the ninjas of the cat world, gracefully leaping from counter to curtain rod without knocking over your entire Funko Pop collection. Their agility is truly something to behold. And if you're still not sure, well, there's always the old look under the tail method. This is the most definitive way to determine the sex of your cat, but it might require a bit of patience and a cooperative kitty. But I'll spare you the details on that one. Just remember, whether your cat is a boy or a girl, they're sure to bring joy and companionship into your life. Now, let's talk about behavior, because that's where things get really interesting. Boy cats, especially if they haven't been neutered, can be super territorial. They're like, this is my house, this is my food, and that human over there? Yeah, that's my human too. Girl cats, on the other hand, are often more independent and nurturing. They're like the cool moms of the cat world, always down to cuddle and groom their kittens, or their favorite humans. Just remember, if your cat starts spraying pee on everything in sight, it might be time to have the talk with your vet about getting them fixed. Trust me, your nose will thank you. Okay, let's talk about something we can all relate to, being loud and obnoxious. When it comes to vocalization, boy cats definitely take the cake. They're the kings of the meow, especially when they want something, like food, attention, or maybe just to remind you who's boss. Spoiler alert, it's them. Girl cats, on the other hand, can be a bit more subtle with their communication. They might give you a little chirp, a soft meow, or maybe even just a stare that could melt glaciers. But don't let their center you wear, metro. Girl cats can be just as demanding as their male counterparts when they want to be. Grooming. A cat's guide to beauty. Let's be real, cats are basically furry little narcissists. They love nothing more than spending hours grooming themselves to perfection. Girl cats are like the beauty bloggers of the feline world. They're meticulous groomers, always making sure every hair is in place. Boy cats, well, they're more like the I woke up like this type. But hey, who are we to judge? As long as they're not walking around with a tumbleweed of fur stuck to their butt, it's all good. Playtime. Unleashing the inner kitten. Remember when I said boy cats are basically furry little bundles of energy? Well, that energy definitely comes out during playtime. Boy cats are often more playful and rambunctious, always down for a good game of chase, fetch, or laser, pointer, tag. Girl cats, on the other hand, might prefer a more relaxed playtime. They're more likely to be content with batting around a toy mouse or cuddling up with their favorite human for a nap. The important thing is to find what kind of play your cat enjoys and to make sure they're getting enough of it. A bored cat is a destructive cat, and nobody wants to come home to a shredded couch. The feline language of love. Okay, let's talk about the mushy stuff. Affection. Boy cats tend to be more outwardly affectionate. They're the kings of head boops, leg rubs, and those adorable slow blinks that basically mean I love you in cat language. Girl cats, on the other hand, can be a bit more reserved with their affection. They might show their love in more subtle ways, like sleeping next to you, grooming you, even if you didn't ask for it, or bringing you dead things. It's a compliment, I swear. But just because a girl cat isn't showering you with affection 24/7 doesn't mean she doesn't love you. The not-so-fun stuff. Health and cats. Okay, let's get real for a second and talk about something a little less fun, health issues. Now, I'm not a vet, so don't come at me with your cat's medical history. But in general, boy cats and girl cats are prone to different health problems. Boy cats, especially if they haven't been neutered, are more likely to develop urinary tract issues. Girl cats, on the other hand, are more prone to developing mammary tumors, especially if they haven't been spayed. The best way to prevent these health issues is to get your cat spayed or neutered. Plus, it helps control the pet population, which is always a good thing. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Lifespan. On average, girl cats tend to live longer than boy cats. Some experts believe it's because female cats are less prone to certain diseases and injuries. The most important thing is to give your cat a loving home and the best possible care so they can live a long, happy, and healthy life, no matter their gender. Alright, let's talk about independence, because let's be real, cats are basically the ultimate embodiment of I do what I want. They have this innate ability to be completely self-sufficient, and it's something we can all admire. Whether it's lounging on a windowsill, staring out into the world, or simply enjoying their own company, cats have mastered the art of independence. Girl cats, in all their sassy glory, tend to be more independent. They walk with a certain confidence, a swagger that says, I've got this. They groom themselves meticulously, taking pride in their appearance, and they often prefer their own company over constant human interaction. They're perfectly content entertaining themselves. Thank you very much. Whether it's playing with a toy, climbing a scratching post, or exploring every nook and cranny of the house, girl cats know how to keep themselves busy and happy. They might grace you with their presence for a cuddle session every now and then, but don't expect them to be glued to your side 24/7. They enjoy their independence and will come to you on their own terms, not because they need constant attention. Boy cats, on the other hand, can be a bit more, shall we say, needy. They crave attention and affection, often seeking out their human companions for comfort and companionship. They're like furry little shadows, following you from room to room, demanding attention with their insistent meows and head boops. They want to be involved in everything you're doing, making sure they're never too far away from you. They just want to be where you are, doing what you're doing, even if that means sitting on your keyboard while you're trying to work. Their need for closeness can be endearing, but it can also be a bit overwhelming at times. Still, their loyalty and affection are undeniable, making them the perfect companions for those who enjoy a more interactive pet experience. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, from bathroom habits to lifespan and everything in between. Cats are fascinating creatures with a wide range of behaviors and quirks that make them unique, whether it's their grooming habits, their playful antics, or their mysterious ways. There's always something new to learn about our feline friends. But the most important thing to remember is that every cat is an individual, and they're all weird and wonderful in their own way. Some cats might love to chase laser pointers, while others prefer to lounge in the sun. Some might be vocal and demanding, while others are quiet and reserved. It's these differences that make each cat special. Just because a cat is a boy, doesn't mean he's going to be a territorial, spray-happy maniac. Male cats can be just as loving and gentle as female cats. They can form strong bonds with their owners and enjoy cuddling just as much as any other cat. And just because a cat is a girl, doesn't mean she's going to be a prissy, independent diva. Female cats can be incredibly affectionate and playful. They can be just as adventurous and curious as their male counterparts. The best way to get to know your cat's personality is to spend time with them, observe their behavior, and shower them with love, and maybe a few treats. Pay attention to their likes and dislikes, and you'll start to understand what makes them tick. Trust me, they'll let you know what they like and don't like. Cats are very good at communicating their needs and preferences, whether it's through their body language, their vocalizations, or their actions. Because let's be real, that's half the fun of being a cat owner. The joy of discovering your cat's unique personality and building a bond with them is truly rewarding. So embrace the weirdness, enjoy the quirks, and love your cat for who they are. So there you have it, folks. The real differences between boy cats and girl cats. Remember, no matter what gender your cat is, the most important thing is to give them a loving home and to appreciate them for the unique and wonderful creatures they are. We loved having you here at Cat Kudos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow cat-loving friends. Until next time, stay paw-sitive.